So Louie, I'm going to make a frightfully boring and overwhelmingly personal video about myself. You left off the last video saying that you just wanted to know a little bit about me, so I will try to condense my life story into a few minutes. Starting now. When I was younger, I went to this private school for children with disabilities, and most of them were deaf, but what they wanted was they wanted kids who didn't have disabilities and kids who did have disabilities, so they could kind of integrate deaf children with children who had perfect hearing, so that way deaf children could kind of learn some life skills and be able to kind of integrate themselves into society. And so the deaf kids excluded me. The deaf kids thought I was lame. So there's like a clique of the cool deaf kids. They all had hearing aids. And I was excluded. I was the nerd. I wasn't cool enough for the kids with hearing aids. I don't know what that says about my personality, but I thought they were cool. I liked them. Some of them were really nice to me, some of them kind of excluded me, but it was a genuinely good experience. I met my first love there, of course. His name was Breland, and we met in preschool and we had an ongoing fling until 3rd grade, so it was pretty passionate and intense. And we ate animal crackers together. And he was just this little Korean boy, and we were in the same advanced classes. He could read Magic Tree House quicker than I could, which made me angry and jealous because I was really, really nerdy and really competitive, and so we were always trying to beat each other. It was like an object of our flirtation to beat each other in mathematics, because that is how cool I was. And after 3rd grade, I moved and I went to a school called Cedar Oak Park Primary. And it was weird because I was in a place where kids who were deaf and had disabilities, they weren't cool anymore. People excluded them. And that was so weird for me because I thought that if people had disabilities, it didn't really matter. It almost made them interesting because they were more unique and they had cooler qualities. But still, Cedar Oak Park Primary was really, really sheltered and very private schoolish, even though it was a public school. After Cedar Oak Park Primary, I went to Rosemont Ridge Middle School. And Rosemont Ridge Middle School is a really nice place. I really liked it. I had lots of cool friends there. I was friends with lots of my teachers. I was really, really close friends with my librarian. We would always talk to each other and exchange books. And it's really hard for people to understand that when I say I'm friends with a teacher. They say, oh, that's nice, but they don't get it. Like, I'm genuine friends with that teacher, like I hang out with them and have fun because I'm nerdy. I really liked my middle school, it was a lot of fun. Now I'm in high school, and I know it's a little different in England, but in America high school starts like 14 to 15 and it goes until 18. So that is my schooling, so now you know that about me. Now let me tell you some personality traits I have. People usually perceive me at first as snobby, which is really lame. I know that's not very eloquent at all, but it's just lame. There's no other way to explain it other than lame. I'm usually very shy in person because I'm really introverted and geeky and quiet and bookish. And so when people talk to me, I use words they might not understand, and they always think I'm being condescending. And they always get upset because people try talking to me and I'll talk to them back, but I'm usually pretty shy, and so I won't say very much. They'll say things like, oh, you think you're better than me, don't you? You won't talk to me. When in reality, I'm just very shy and very nervous and neurotic around people. After a while, people will usually figure out that I'm not snobby and evil and arrogant, and then they usually like me, usually. Some people just don't like me on principle. I know Kitty at Large made a video about not liking things on principle, and I feel as though lots of people just don't like me because I don't dress like other girls do. I like wearing vintage clothes and finding things that are different, and lots of people don't like other people who are different. That was a fantastically well-spoken sentence right there. Lots of people don't like people who are different. I think that kind of makes sense. Yes, I'm aware the lighting and the camera position slightly changed. Just ignore that. So that was a little bit about me. It was very unrelated, very random, and hopefully you have a little bit of a better sense about who I am. For your next video, I know this isn't the most original thing, but it'd be awesome if you could make a video talking about yourself so I could get to know you a little better. I'd love in your next video for you to talk in your best American accent. I've heard some people from England do American accents, and it's probably the most hilarious thing I've ever heard. When I say that you should talk in your best American accent, I don't mean like a sentence or two. I mean long, structured paragraphs, just so all the people of YouTube can hear as much of it as possible. So Louie, I hope that wasn't too painful, and I look forward to hearing more about you and your American accent. Bye.